Hey family, Seeds here with another installment of the Positive Peeps 30 Challenge. Today's topic is the benefits of social media. The benefits, the positive things of social media. You know, um, you may have heard people say, or maybe even you thought this way. I know I did. Um, Facebook just alerted me that I have been on there for 10 years. And so, the 10, I think it's 10. And so, yeah, I thought that way. I had my, former coworkers talk me into joining, Facebook. Just go, you should join Facebook. And I'm glad I did because I wound up connecting to old schoolmates, old friends, family, things of that nature. So, and I understand Facebook is for the older people. But anyway, you don't see any young people on Facebook anymore, from what I understand. So, one of the benefits is that you can interact with people. You can interact with somebody in the next city, the next state, the next country. You have a far reach with social media. And you can do this without traveling. And so that's what makes it really, really good. As many of you probably see with the lives and the virtual collaborations here on YouTube, they're great. I love seeing those. So you're building relationships. That's the first benefit of social media. It's easy to talk of. Okay, so I wanted to bring up something. I'll get ready to read this statement that T.D. Jakes said, and he was asked a question about the family of Botham John. Botham John was the young man that was gunned down by a former Texas police officer, and he asked about the family in reference to the son, the brother of the slain person, Botham John, stating that he forgave the police officer who killed his brother, and he wanted to hug her, and there was a lot of things, people were outraged and couldn't understand why he came to that. And so Bishop Jakes said, he had been with this family, I guess, and supported this family in different ways. Just like from what I understand, he's supporting the family of the young lady, Tatiana, I can't remember her last name, that got killed by a police officer while she's in her apartment as well. Anyway, he was saying he, got to know the family and that they're very spiritual, and he was not surprised about that young man's statement and actions. So, I really hate when someone, and I'm supposed to be positive, when they ride on their back, and God forbid if I have to slam on my brakes, this person is going to hit me from behind. So, okay, I'm sorry. I know this is supposed to be positive, but I just had to let that go. But I had to, vent for a moment. So his statement was, before he gave his statement that he wasn't surprised, he said, it's easy to talk about people you don't know. And that's one of the things that happens on social media. When something happens, someone does something that a lot of people don't agree with, they talk about them. How could they do this? How could they do that? I wouldn't do that. I've done it. I'm not perfect. I've done it myself. Talked about, I don't understand why that person did this, that, and the other. It's because I don't know that person. Just like T.D. Jakes said, he wasn't surprised with that young man's actions because he had learned, he interacted with the family and began to get to know them. You share your expertise. Also learn from others on social media. And so many of you may have been on webinars. I used to belong to a community on Facebook that I found out about them through Facebook and learned a lot of things about social media and like the do's and don'ts of marketing and things of that nature, and very valuable information I learned. And through those organizations, those groups, a lot of times they have events, and you get to the people that you may have interacted with virtually, you get to meet them in person. And so you you learn things from people, and you get to meet people. I met a person from off of Periscope and got a chance. They came, and you may hear people say, well, I'm going to be in such and such area, and this is what he did. He said, I'm going to be on such and such area at, was it a Chili's or something like that? And so I was like, wow, I live near there. And so I went and got a chance to meet the person that I interacted with on Periscope, and still keep in touch with. Matter of fact, my past birthday, it was in January, and he called me, and so that was, wow. So you get a chance to interact with individuals, you learn from them, and you a lot of people find like really good friends from social media. Next is increase in visibility. People share valuable content, and in return, that content will build relationships. So yes, you develop a know, like, and trust relationship with someone. You get to see them, just like the person I just told you about. He would always have a morning live stream, and I would watch it, and liked his personality and the things that he was, the information he was disseminating and what he was teaching us, and met him and really, got to know the person, and learned a lot. There was a whole lot of people I learned a lot of stuff from on Periscope. But anyway, and I find out that there are a lot of people on YouTube that I'm learning from as well. Next is, I'm kind of like saying, all these things are kind of associated. So you educate yourself, and you can teach yourself through resources offered. So like I said, you may see webinars that are given. Maybe there's someone, you watch their live streams or their recorded videos, and they point you in a direction of their course. Maybe they're giving a course on how to work from home, or write a book, or whatever it is. Maybe a lot of people watch hair tutorials, makeup tutorials. I have a friend that she's in I think it's just like a sewing. She met people who sew, and through online, and then has gone to like a conference. And so there's so many benefits. And so a lot of times we look at the negative parts of social media, but there are so many benefits of social media. So if you think of something that I haven't mentioned, which I'm quite sure you have, put it in the comments box. Let me know some of your most favorable times or events. Maybe I've heard people say they meet, like, okay, what is it called? Was it in June or July where the YouTubers go and something con? I'm sorry, it's terrible. Where they go and they, learn, and they get a chance to interact with people that they've seen. They watch their videos and watch their mukbangs and their reviews and their vlogs, and you see them there. And I think it's given in California. I'm sorry. Help me out. Help a sister out. A lot of people have gone there. I've seen some people's videos where, they wind up connecting with some of the people that they connected with virtually. They connected with them, went to the event and connected with the people that they connected with virtually. So it's really, really interesting and beneficial. Again, sometimes we have sometimes we just concentrate on the negative aspects of things, and so, but there are some positives. So I'm going to jump off of here. Thank you so much for joining. Again, if you can think of some beneficial things that come from, that you have derived from social media, let me know in the comments box. Yeah, I'm going to jump off of here. C Eats here, doing the installment of the Positive Peeps 30 challenge. And I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to end this video because I'm driving and it's starting to pick up now. It was kind of inching along, but now it's picking up. So it's Friday. I hope you have a good weekend. Don't they go by so fast? They go by. They're enjoyable. They're so fast. It's Friday evening, and then next thing you know, it's Saturday morning, and then it's Sunday, and then bam, you're right back. If you work out of the home, you're back at that desk, back at that cubicle, back at your work area, and navigating your way through the next week. So have a great weekend. I don't have too much planned. Just going to try to get some personal things done that was unable to do during the week. I should have yesterday I went walking. I didn't walk with my exercise mate. She didn't, she was unable to, so I went to the park that I normally go to, check out my walking videos, my walking vlogs. I went there yesterday, and I thought about doing it yesterday, but I was like, well, I don't know. So, but I wish I would have got some exercise in. So, I did get some exercise, but I wish I would have pulled out my phone and started recording. So, it's a nice day, starting to get cooler now. It's like 72 degrees now, according to here the car. But it feels like it's about 60 something. 60 something, but yeah, then we're coming on Halloween. And I see some people doing some great they have some great costumes on, or they're dressing up as different people. I see Eat with Q has been dressed as her. I don't know if she's been doing the makeup or she's got somebody doing the makeup for her. Awesome. And she was Michael Jackson, Drake. Who else was she? I can't think of. My girl. Lord, how come I can't think of your YouTube name? But I saw you on there. You did Storm, or you will be doing Storm. She gave us a little, a couple of minutes of your Storm, the hair and the eyes. That was just awesome. We had a story time. We had a white German Shepherd female, and we named her Storm because, and my ex-husband pointed it out, because him and my sons was that Marvel or is that whichever, they're fans. And so, he told me about Storm, and so when we were trying to figure out names for her, we were trying to figure out names of characters or things that had white hair, because she was just all white, and we named her Storm. And after that, cartoon character. So I thought that was pretty cool, you know. Oh, but yeah. So I'm getting ready to get off. Check out my video I posted today, which was kind of like a vlog, and I got a shake from excuse me, from Sonic. But so yeah, I want to encourage you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and tap that notification bell so that each and every time that I post a video, you will be notified. Content creators, I want to remind you that the information that you disseminate may not be for everybody, but it's definitely for somebody. Have an awesome evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is in your area.